Hi, Polomi. How are you? Saturn Mahadasha when Saturn is in first house for Virgo ascendant. Saturn is the easiest planet to interpret. Okay, it is always the same. It is always our biggest of challenges and changes in life. So, if Saturn Dasha is coming, it is coming with changes and challenges in life. Okay, this is the only thing you need to remember when you are entering Saturn Dasha. It will bring changes. It will bring challenges in front of you, and it is always better to be receptive towards the changes. Like as it is in your first house, the first house is overall life path. Your life path can be changing. Whatever you are doing right now, you may not continue to do in your Saturn Dasha. It may change your career, life path, work. Okay, it is also your sixth house is work also. So it is again an indication that work is changing during Saturn Dasha. Changes related with children also, and the like fifth house is the house of child. First child is specifically if you have children and all. So there will be changes around their life also. So changes will be consistent. Only thing which remains consistent with Saturn is inconsistency, changes. Okay. So just be receptive towards the changes. This is the only advice. With Saturn, just be receptive towards the changes. It is human nature to go against the change. It is human nature to resist the change. We say that change is bringing stress. Resistance to change brings stress. So any resistance done against the changes, upcoming changes, it will bring some stress in your life. If you are just receptive towards the changes, you will reach your destination, no issues. Okay, so just be receptive towards the changes. Okay. How is 11th house? Is it malefic or good house? Okay. 11th house, normally it is the house of gains, income. It is the house of desires. But it is Upachya house also, which brings results after considerable delays and all that. And that is the second thing. But at the same time, it is like many astrologers consider 11th house as most malefic house because it is the house of desires. Your desires make you run from here to there. It makes you run from a pillar to post, and it doesn't matter how many desires you accomplish, it will again make you run. It will again make you run. So this is where many astrologers feel that 11th house is the most malefic house in a way, philosophically speaking. So this is why it is also considered a malefic house. It is Supachya house, but it is also the house of gains and desires. Now it depends on you how you want to take it, how you want to pursue perceive this 11th house as. You can take it as a house of desires also, income and gains. You can take it as a house of like serving humanity, entrepreneurship. You can also take it as a house of unending desires, which remains a malefic thing. It also you can also take it as a house of continuous effort, because it is upachya house. It depends on you how you want to take it. Okay. Can do business instead of teaching career. Again, career consultation is something which requires a lot of time, lot of effort. So it normally takes me to have like 1 hour time for any proper career consultation. I cannot tell at which career you should be going. But as Saturn is in the first house, it is also your sixth lord. Sixth house is the daily work life. There is a possibility that you may be working for self in Saturn Dasha. It may bring circumstances where you may have to start working for yourself. Which field, what should be the setup and all that, I have to see the chart. Then only I can say. How will be the Saturn Mahadasha? Hi, Manu. How are you? How will be the Saturn Mahadasha if in seventh house is Scorpio with mutual aspect with Mars in fourth house? This can be difficult. Like Saturn in the seventh house is Scorpio. Anyways, difficult. Most difficult planet in the most difficult sign. Saturn is the most difficult planet, and Scorpio is the most difficult sign. So lots of difficulties, lots of issues in the relationship matters. Martian impact is also making it like and this Martian impact is also giving lots of issues of dominance control in the relationship. So that can be the case. So these things may come up as a result, right, in relationship matters. But if person is going towards the business setup life and all, seventh house is also a house of business, so long term efforts are required. Okay. Long durational efforts are required, then the person's business can give good results. Okay. How is Ketu in 11th house? They are 11th houses. They may have a very less number of friends. They may not like to socialize with people and all. But it is for money and all. They don't care much about money. Okay, it is like Ketu. Ketu is isolation, separation. They are not much interested. Okay, I should have this much amount of money, this much amount of money. And many a times, like we see that they are having this type of feeling. Okay, things will work out. Okay, they don't take much load of money matters. Things will work out. Okay, I have this expense coming. The universe will provide. They have this type of approach when Ketu is in the second and 11th house. Is Cancer sign a sattvic sign? If so, it is. Is it not good having many planets in sattvic signs? Uh, I have Venus, Mercury in Cancer, third house, and also what happens in Mercury Dasha, Venus Antardasha when the conjunction becomes activated. Every house, every planet, every sign, every nakshatra has all the three qualities. This existence is made of three gunas: sattva, rajas, tamas. Okay, I am in part. I am sattva also. I am rajas also. I am tamas also. Okay, I cannot be one totally. Okay, so Cancer is also a sattvic sign. It has also tamasic energy. It has also rajasic energy. Every plan sign, every planet, every nakshatra, every house has these qualities. Okay, coming to your question, Mercury, Venus in Cancer, they both are losing the dignity. So in relationship matters, it is like a difficult scenario. Venus is relationship oriented planet, and they both are in enemy sign. So it is like frustration in the relationship. Okay. But when it comes to like the business kind of thing, the third house is self efforts. If you can start something of Mercury Venus related business, like stock exchange, financial nature of business, or any creative business, and maybe healing and healthcare related consultations and all, cancer. Okay. So those businesses can work well, but when it comes to relationship matters, you may have lots of frustrations around. Okay, this person may have lots of frustrations around. Is it true that Sun and Venus, right? Okay, and that if Sun and Venus are conjoined, then Sun Dasha brings the result of Venus, while Venus gives the result. Whenever two planets are conjunct, they are exchanging energy. Any two planets, not necessarily Sun and Venus, even Saturn, Mars. Okay, even Saturn, Rahu. When two planets are conjunct, understand it like this: like I am sitting in this room with another person. Okay. So if I'm having a trouble while sitting in this room, the other person is not far away from the trouble. Okay. Suppose I have a roommate, and we are living together and all, and I get the news that his father is not doing well. Okay. And he needs to travel back to his father as soon as possible. So, no matter what, I will be impacted. I have to arrange things for him, right? So, this is how conjunctions work. Even if one planet is active, another planet is always active. Closer the conjunction, better it is. Like more impact it is. Better in the sense that. Thank you. I'm fine. Hope you are well too. I'm good. Thank you. Good evening, Aditi. How are you? Happy Dhanteras. Please provide your observation on Amavasya followed by a Grahan event. I have written already, right? In the like eclipse article. So it is again, eclipse is also happening, and like the Amavasya is coming and all. So just be careful about health and avoid ego clashes. Uh, More time we can spend in meditation and all, better it is for us. And just be at consciousness level rather than at mind level. The things I am repeating again and again in all the spiritual musing articles. Just try to be as much as possible in consciousness level. The moment we get into mind level, it is bound to be like split in three direction: sattva, rajas, tamas. Okay. And then mind will take you for a ride. So it is always better to like stay in consciousness level as much as possible. Okay. So meditate and follow any other spiritual pursuits. There are some people who are not much into meditation, who may not find meditation connecting to them. Okay, whatever feels connected to you. If painting feels connected to you, if drawing feels connected to you, if making music feels connected to you, do something creative. That's it. Okay, do something creative. That will ease out the tension, the stress of the eclipse, and it will be fine. Also, like take good care of health. What is the Hi Bimal, how are you? What is the meaning of occult? What is the meaning and importance of occult in today's world? And why Rahu 8th signify occult for Kumbh Lagna? Occult means anything that is hidden. Okay, occult means only that. Any information that is hidden, that is not easily shared at normal level. Like things which are not taught at your school, college days. Okay, that is occult, for which you have to make a special effort. Occult, secrecy, mysticism, research, investigation, where you have to make an extra effort to get the hang of the things. That is occult. Okay, so it can be anything. Don't say, don't think that only astrology is occult. Astrology, numerology, palmistry, shamanism, Kabbalah. Uh, we can also say yoga, meditation, because it is also, unfortunately, even meditation is not taught by schools, colleges, right? Generally. So anything that is hidden from public, okay, that is occult. Why Rahu 8th signify occult? For 8th house itself is occult. So any planet in the 8th house will signify occult. Rahu further blows it apart. Okay, Rahu further makes it a bigger case of like occult and all that. Okay, so like Rahu represents blowing things out of proportion. So that makes like person very much into mysticism, occult matters and all. Hope you are keeping well. Please, how to improve our aura? I'm not much into aura and all that. All I know is meditation. Okay, if you can meditate, please meditate, or follow any other spiritual persons. Like different people may have liking or disliking towards meditation. Okay, so okay, fine. You don't like meditation. You like something else, some other activities of a spiritual nature. Follow that. If you like dancing, do that. Okay, so this is how I only know the meditation part. Wherever you can, whenever you can meditate, it may help you in your aura also. I don't know much about aura. Okay, give an example how to predict a planetary placement in nakshatra with respect nakshatra lord good or bad position. I have made many articles on predictions, how to make a prediction and all. So those articles will be helpful in checking. Just check how to make prediction as through Saxena. You will find at least 2-3 articles. Okay, so that will give an idea. I think I wrote this similar article on Donald Trump's chart, and fortunately that prediction actually came true. I said this time range to 3-4 months time range can be difficult for him, and his impeachment proceeding started in those 2-3 months time period only. So it proved to be true. So that can be one reference. Okay, so that will help you. uh, it is difficult to like find example right now as we are speaking, right? As you said, 11th house was considered most malefic as it is all about desires, but in this present age everyone is materialistic. So it good for this age? People are same in every age, don't worry. Okay, people are same. So it is not about this age or present age or future age or past age. Nothing. People are same. In like earlier ages also, people were materialistic. Only we were there in different forms, right? Otherwise, we won't have been here. So don't worry about it. So 11th house, as I said, it is your choice how you want to take it. You want to take it as a most malefic house because it is house of desires, fine, take it. But if you like, you can also take it as a house of serving humanity, entrepreneurship. So there you can serve also. Understand this basic thing. Every house, every planet, and just like I was saying, every house, every planet, every sign, every nakshatra can have three type of representation: Rajas, Tamas, and Sattva. It is your wish which representation you want to take. If you are a prominently Rajasic person, you will be attracted towards Rajasic interpretation of that house, 11th house. If you are prominently a tamasic person, you will be attracted more towards tamasic representation of 11th house. If you are a prominently sattvic person, you will be attracted towards sattvic representations of 11th house. This is how it works. Okay. Like I just give an example. Venus represents money. Venus represents like a relationship, and Venus represents devotion. Okay, so if a Rajasic person is looking towards Venus, he will see money. If a sorry, if a Tamasic person is looking towards Venus, he will only see money. If a Rajasic person is looking towards Venus, he will see relationship also along with money. And then if a Sattvic person is looking at Venus, he will see devotion. Okay, so this is the way. Okay, you will be getting attracted towards that area of life, and as I said, all type of people are always away. Okay, there is no age which is like more spiritual, there is no age which is more materialistic. Ages are same. Okay, uh, uh, there cannot be a age or like a whole group of people who are very spiritual. Spirituality is always the individual thing. An individual becomes spiritual. Whole like collection of individual never becomes spiritual. Mercury, Venus in 10th house, Pisces ascendant. That means it is in Sagittarius. Great. Get into any work of teaching, guiding, counseling. Okay, sharing knowledge with other people and all. So, someone messaged me asking when I will be online on Facebook. So, I will just respond to that person. I am online. Okay, so it is fine. I will also send the link so the guy can join. There cannot be an age or like a whole. Right. This is funny. I am online on FB and he is emailing when you will be online. Okay, anyways. So, Mercury, Venus in Sagittarius, 10th house, Pisces ascendant, get into any knowledge sharing related work. Okay, guiding, teaching, counseling, financial also, creative also. So these things may prove beneficial to you. Virgo ascendant, majority planets sits in Venus nakshatra like Moon, Jupiter, Rahu, but Venus is debilitated. It can be good for financial nature of work, any analytical nature of work, that can work well for you. Venus in Virgo, people are always very good with any analytical, financial analysis, banking, stock market, trading, and all these things they are naturally good at. Okay, I am not so good in predicting, and I thought my sister is also good with occult, but she has not very big interest in it. Uh, why is it? She is 32 years old, has Rahu, Mercury, Venus in 8th house Capricorn. Will it come later in life? Maybe the Dasha factor is also important. Maybe she's not under the Dasha, which is bringing the occult interest right now. Also, it is Saturn ruled, so it is delay factor, and maybe perseverance is also required. She may have little bit of interest here and there, but she is not putting efforts. Okay, so that can be the case with like Saturn ruling the 8th house. Debilitated Jupiter in 11th house, but giving good points according to Ashtak Varga. Ashtak Varga is for transits. It is not for making a prediction on your birth chart. Ashtak Vargas are all only used for transits, nothing else. How to determine if one is more sattvic, rajasic, tamasic? Is it seen in chart or what decides? What decides it? How person will be? His communications, the way you communicate with the person, that will give enough indication. Suppose you and I are talking for half an hour. What is the discussion, and how is that discussion making me interested to interact with you? What points I'm bringing? I'm bringing, like, understand this basic thing. Tamasic is destructive energy. Rajasic is creative energy. Sattvic is more like balance between the two. I'm talking more about destructing things, destroying things. I'm talking more about creating things, or I'm talking about the balance. Okay, that gives an indication about the person. A tamasic prominent person will talk more about destroying things, destructive. He may be very lazy also. Okay, understand. Don't make a judgment that tamasic is bad. Tamasic is also important. Every guna is equally important. I understand it like this: we have 24 hours. Ideally, it should be 8 hours of Rasic, 8 hours of Tamasic, 8 hours of Sattvic. That is the ideal balance of life, because you need 8 hours of sleep also. That is Tamasic energy. Okay. So we need every element, every guna in our life. So the prominence I am talking about. So don't make a judgment that a tamasic person is very bad, or tamasic energy is very bad. No, nothing like that. Like tamasic energy, we need to stop this video also, this session also. Otherwise, I will continue to speak, you will continue to listen, and we all will die like this only. Okay. So this is how tamasic energy is also important. So this is where, like, prominence of tamasic energy, what the person is inclined to. He wants to start something, he wants to create something, or he wants to destroy something. What is his interest? That gives you an idea whether the person is tamasic, rajasic, or sattvic. What is the use of fasting as a ritual? Second question: how do we determine if a badly placed placement is giving sattvic result in case of spirituality board charts? Like I said, every planet, every house has these qualities. It depends on the person. If he is at sattvic level, he will be like attracted towards sattvic qualities of that planet. So find out the evolution level of the person. Okay. And that can be seen only by like interacting with person, observing his behavior and all. Okay. So that gives whether he is interested in creating something or destroying something or balanced. Okay, that gives an idea. So then this is your second question answer. Then this what is the use of fasting as a ritual? Fasting, everything is useful up to a certain extent. Okay. It is one way to like purify yourself from, suppose I have for 6 days in a week I have taken lots of tamasic food, okay, oily food and all, and or maybe I have taken drinks or non-veg food and all. That is tamasic nature. Okay. Now, if I for one day or 2 day I keep fasting, I am balancing out the energy. Okay. So everything has its importance. Everything, if done in a particular order, in within its limitation, has its importance, has its benefits. Sattvic energy, understand this word sattvic, it is about balance of the two. Okay. Full on good things cannot happen, full on bad things cannot happen. We have to balance things. Okay. So this is sattvic. Even if you are going towards fasting, it should not be like completely fasting. You are fasting 20 days in a month. That should not be done. Okay. You are fasting every week you are fasting 5 days. It should not be done. That is like crossing the limit again. So anything within limit is fine. Okay, it can help in balancing things. If second lord is in the Taurus in Kritika Nakshatra and third lord Venus in Bharani in the second house, wealth is coming through self efforts come and bringing the wealth. Okay, second lord in the third house, third lord in the second house, and this is what it is showing. Person should get into like self efforts and all, then he will get the best of the result. Best of the result in the matters of wealth. Saturn in Leo, seventh house, very troublesome position for relationship. Lots of ego conflicts, almost a narcissistic kind of relationship. Okay, but if the person wants to have better authority and recognition, business setup. Even there, don't go for partnership business. Try to have your own business. Mm, it is forming Parivartan Yoga between second and, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Second lord in the third house, third lord in the second house. So wealth is coming through self efforts. When this person works for himself, then he gets the best result. Is Kritika Nakshatra bad? What are the advantages of Kritika second pada? Every nakshatra, every house, every sign, every planet has something bad, something good. Nothing is completely bad, nothing is completely good. Okay. So Kritika has its positive representations also, like nourishing and taking care of people without any selfish interest. Kritika is nakshatra of adoption. It is the nakshatra of surrogacy. It is the nakshatra of teaching. Okay, these are positive representations. It is also the nakshatra of protection. Okay, but it is also nakshatra of weapons. Okay, now it depends on the person how he utilizes the energy of Kritika, whether he is more interested in nourishing people or he is more interested in arms and weapons and ammunitions and all. Okay, they all are represented by Kritika. Energy in itself can never be good or bad. This is the basic thing we all need to understand. Okay, we ourselves are crystallization of energy. Everything around is energy. These planets, these houses, signs, nakshatras, they are also manifestation of the same energy. Energy in itself is not good or bad. Your utilization of that energy makes it good or bad. How you utilize it. Okay, it is giving all the possibilities. Okay, Mars represents protection also, Mars represents violence also. What you want to do, whether you want to protect or you want to destroy someone, it's your wish. Why to blame Mars for that, right? Mars represents protection also. Why you are not protecting? It's your wish. You want to destroy. So take responsibility on yourself. Don't say that because of Mars, I ended up in having this conflict. Nothing like that. Jupiter Mahadasha and Venus Antardasha effect for Capricorn ascendant. Dasha analysis takes a long time, so I may not be able to help you, but they both are teaching related planets. Jupiter and Venus both are teachers, gurus. Jupiter is Brahaspati, Venus is Shukrachar. More you like share your knowledge in this time period, more you teach and teach others, share knowledge, guide, counsel, consult, better results you will get. Plus this can be like good time financially. Okay, because they both represent wealth. Okay, like Jupiter and Venus, they both represent wealth and conveniences. You may like spend a lot of money in conveniences matters, like buying gadgets, mobiles and all that. Okay, you may like spend a lot of money there. So from conveniency, money from point of view, it can be a good dasha. but it all depends on the overall chart. What are your thoughts on Vastu Shastra? No thought when I don't know anything, right? I don't know anything about Vastu, so I cannot give any thought. Planets in eighth house dasha always brings changes in life. Yes, more or less they bring change. Uh, Tell something about a Scorpio moon. Unstable mind filled with the fear of instability. Why moon is debilitated in Scorpio? Okay, moon is mind. Mind wants to be stable. Mind wants to be balanced, peaceful, stable in one position and all. But Scorpio is the sign of instability, ups and downs. So whenever moon is in Scorpio, mind is always feeling ups and downs. Like, okay, what if this happens? What if that happens? How I will handle this and all that. So fear comes into the play. Okay, so this person is taking most of his decisions due to fear. Okay, due to fear of handling things and all, that is why he's taking the decisions. Otherwise, it has its own benefits also. If person can redirect the energy of moon into research oriented work. Okay, like Scorpio is the sign of research, so any kind of research oriented education or research oriented work, this moon can find extreme peace of mind there. Okay, any kind of scientific or occult or any medical research, any research. Okay, that will be great. But if he doesn't go into that field, then this mind will continuously be fearful because of, okay, this change may come up or this may happen. How I will do it? Please make a video on Osho. What is there to make a video on Osho? I have already written so much upon him. Okay. If I find something, I will make a video of Osho. I have Parivartani Yoga of third Lord Moon in first house Rohini, and Venus in third house Ashlesha. What can be said about this? Uh, First house is life path, third house is self efforts. Life path is going towards self efforts. Self efforts are becoming your life path. That is it. Okay. So get into your own business if you are inclined towards Venusian business, finance, wealth, creativity. As we discussed, cancer related business also, nourishing and taking care of people. So those things can be a possible path for you. I in Capricorn Lagna, Jupiter and Mars in the seventh house and Saturn in the first house. This, from Jupiter's point of view, it is a good position. And Jupiter in Cancer, in Jupiter in Cancer in seventh house, but Mars is also debilitated. For business point of view, it is fine. Okay, when it comes to business or like self efforts and all, because Jupiter rules third house, sits into the seventh house, exalted. So business point of view, good. But when it comes to relationship point of view, there can be like dominance struggle going on. Okay, so in those matters, relationship matters, you can have problems also. Uh, about Mars is real estate matters, and it is also ruling the fourth house of real estate. As far as possible, don't take a property on your name. Take property on anyone else's name in family, because Mars is debilitated. There can be some problem. There can be some stress. Oh. Pisces ascendant eighth and third house in second house. Eighth and third lord in second house. Venus in Aries and Bharani Nakshatra. So, uh, It shows that a person can earn well in business benefits. Third house is self efforts. Eighth house is business benefits. Its Lord is coming into the second house of wealth. So money can come from business benefits. Okay. What is the result of Mercury, Venus, and Sun conjunction in Cancer ascendant? Sun, Mercury, Venus. It is ascendant is always the life path. Mercury, Venus are creative planets, skillful planets. They are also financial nature of planets, financial matters related planets. So it shows the person's life path can work to go towards like a financial nature of work or creative nature of work. But one thing is sure, when so many planets are in the first house, person will get best success only when he works for himself. While working under others, there will be lots of ego conflicts. Right. Mhm. Right. Any other question anyone has before I close for the day? How to differentiate natural karaka and chara karaka effects in chart? Normally, we consider chara karaka, chara atma karaka, chara amatya karaka. Natural karakas are same for everyone. Okay. So that this is the difference. Sun is Atma Karka for everyone. Moon is Mercury is Amatya Karka for everyone. Okay, but for an individual, Saturn can be Atma Karka. Okay, or Jupiter can be Amatya Karka. So this is the difference. Natural Karakas are same for everyone, the whole world, but Charakarakas can be different. Mars, Jupiter, and Scorpio ascendant. Good for any research oriented work. Occult mysticism, if the person wants to become an astrologer, great position. Mars, Jupiter, and Scorpio in the first house. But this also shows like a life path of major changes. He may go through like major changes in his life. Right. Saturn in the sixth house for in Cancer ascendant. Uh, be careful about health issues because otherwise they can turn into a long term health issues, so be very proactive. Plus, it also shows stress at work environment. Uh, then it is like in the matters of conflict also, it can become a like long-term conflict or litigation. So avoid. Okay, so then these things are supposed to be taken care. Uh, it is also in Sagittarius sign. So in higher education matters, the person may have to take like extra efforts. Okay, may have to persevere a lot. Then he may complete his higher education. Seventh lord coming into the sixth house. Ideally, the person's daily work life should be dealing with people. In Capricorn Lagna, Venus and Ketu in the sixth house. Venus Ketu in the sixth house can be good for financial nature, like financial research or creative research. Okay, like software and all. It can be good. Okay, but this in relationship matters, it is difficult. Ketu is separation, Venus is relationship, separation from relationship. So there it can become difficult. What happens with Saturn's aspect on Moon and Sun after 35, 36 years? Uh, it is just that person gets used to it. There is no change in the aspect or Saturn or energy. It is just that person gets used to it by 35, 36 years of age. So that is the only change which happens. Person gets used to it. Otherwise, like Saturn aspect on Moon is like stressful. Saturn aspect on Sun is like ego conflicts. Okay, so in initial life this may impact a lot, but when like person goes through 30, 35 years of age, fine, he has got used to that type of situation. Saturn Jupiter both retro in sixth house Virgo. Good for any healing healthcare related work or like legal work. Okay, it can be possible. In Hora chart, also like person may have conflicts in matters of belief system. Again, avoid any conflict, health issue and all, but otherwise they can go on for a long time. In Hora chart, if Jupiter is retrograde, what does it mean? I prefer D1 chart. I don't go into Hora and all that. First Lord in 10th house, Mula Nakshatra. It is very good for research oriented work for Pisces ascendant, right? Jupiter is in Mula Nakshatra. Great. Okay, if the person wants to be an astrologer or any occultist, great position. Why can't astrologer read their own chart? I read my own chart. I make prediction for myself. What is the big deal? Read it. Only thing is why they made such a rule. Understand this, okay? Uh, I may not be like completely honest with myself. This is the biggest trouble. Okay. I may not be able to be like completely impartial towards me. Okay. Like I see your chart. Okay. Suppose I see your chart, I can say anything. Whatever I see. Okay. I can just tell, okay, Aditi, this may happen, this may happen, this may happen. But if I see for myself, then the ego comes in the way. Okay, then the ego comes in the way that how this thing can happen with me, how universe can do this thing to me. Okay, this is the only reason as I see, this is the only reason why they say that like an astrologer should not look at his own chart. Okay, because most of the time you will find person is unable to be like completely impartial or completely ruthless or brutal towards himself. He may be brutal or ruthless towards others but may not be towards himself. That is why this, I feel that this rule was and developed, that don't look at your own chart. Okay, otherwise fine. If you can be brutal, like yeah, I am brutal with myself also, ruthless. Okay, I predicted my illnesses, I predicted my like health issues and all. all the conflicts and all. I predicted for myself. So no issues. I can predict negative for myself. So in that sense, I can do it. Okay. If you can develop that approach, you do it for yourself also. Can we use both Parashara Jyotish and Gemini astrology while predicting? Right, you can use. Main thing is command. How much command you have on a particular subject. If you have equal command on both the things, why not utilize Western astrology, other astrologies also? Okay, so no issues. Jupiter, Mahadasha and Ketu Antardasha, Jupiter in Pushya Nakshatra, Ketu in Saddhisha, Leo Lagna. Invest more and more time, spend more and more time in a spiritual pursuit. They both represent a spirituality, meditation, and all. So more time you invest in these matters, better it is for you. Sorry. First Lord in 10th house. Yeah. I replied, sir. If planet is debilitated and at the same time retrograde, what does it mean? It is more intensely debilitated. Retrograde means closer to the Earth, right? Retrograde planets are closer to Earth. So when like planet is debilitated, weak, and then it is closer to Earth. So weak and intense. Okay. So there, this is what it should. Doctor's chart is spot on. Great. Do you consider Bhava chart? D1 is the main chart I consider. After that, I can consider other charts, but like main analysis is done through D1 chart. Venus in Uttar Bhadra. Themes related to movies or writing. I cannot tell like this. This is too much to predict. Uttar Bhadra is related with spirituality, mysticism. If you can make a movie or write something on spirituality, mysticism, why not? Okay, this is one theme I can give right now. So that is Jupiter 12th house and Ketu 7th house, Jupiter X1. Yeah, I think I replied it. Spend more and more time in spirituality. It will be great. Right. Rakesh ji, I replied to you. Most of the issues just go away with practice of some gratitude. That is great. That is very true. Gratefulness is something we all need to learn. We can be grateful towards everything, like even this breathe, which is going on. Okay, so we can be grateful for anything in life if we want to, and it is a great remedy, if I may say so. See a lot of questions here, and just to and just including mine to the video for someone taking their personal. No, nothing like. I'm not looking for likes and all. Okay, no issues. I would love if people can hit dislike button continuously. Okay, so no issues. But yeah, the first part is good. Gratefulness. Sun in Hasta Nakshatra with Mercury in 10th house is at Dharma Karma Adhipati Yoga. Sun in Hasta Nakshatra with Mercury in, yeah, it is Dharma Karma, 9th Lord in the 10th house. I'm in my last phase of Rahu Mahadasha and Mars Antardasha. I started, right, Mars in Taurus, Rahu Moon conjunction 5th house, Sagittarius, 7 Leos, and Saturn Ketu in 11th house. What can you say about my career, Mars Rahu Shadashtak? It is coming. Like Jupiter Dasha is coming. So this is like, and this Dasha will anyways bring some changes in life. And again, we need to be receptive towards the changes. Okay. So, and this Dasha, Rahu Mars Dasha, because it is Sandhi period, it is anyways bringing change. It is also Shadashtak for you. So obvious changes are coming into your life. Okay, just be receptive towards the changes. You will see some changes happening in your career, in your work and all that, in your overall life, and be receptive towards those changes, because that is the way they can set up the stage for the next dasha, for the Jupiter dasha. Now it is the time to set up the stage for the Jupiter dasha. That is the whole purpose of Sandhi period concept. So and that is like it will give uh, it will give this majority of changes in this time period, and be receptive. Like I remember when I was in Rahu Mars Dasha, my Rahu Mars are also like Shadashtak, okay, 6-8. This is good indication what you can expect. And I got my first real job in a sense, okay, first job at that time, and that job became the foundation of the next job, and that next job became the foundation of this work. So this is how things develop. Okay, so expect some changes coming into your life with this Rahu Mars Dasha. Hi grandma, how are you? Okay, I think we are done for the day. Let me know if there is any question, or otherwise I can close. Okay. Right. Thank you. Thanks for joining. Let's meet next week. Have a happy Diwali. Okay. Have a great time on Diwali. Hello, madam. I'm going. It is closing down now. Okay. Take care. Happy Diwali. Thank you.